Hello everyone, we're going to talk today about why do we want to disbud goats. And so I'm not going to give you the answer, but I'm going to give you some things to think about. So first thing is, what are the benefits to having a goat with no horns? As you can see, the mama there has horns, and obviously she can stead off predators a little bit more easily than without. So that's really the benefit there is protection. Next thing is what are the downsides? So I don't know if you've familiar with, if you've ever had a goat get caught in the fence. They'll stick their head through the fence, and then when they go to pull out, they're stuck. And so that is definitely a downside. Likewise, when if you have a goat that's not necessarily friendly and they go to attack you, they'll hurt you a little more easily. As well as the when they're in the herd and they can hurt each other. So we have goats that will hurt each other. So not only is it the impact, they'll put their head down, butt the other goat, but when they come up, they can come back with a piercing piece. So just a little things to think about there. Do I disbud? Do I use the disbudding iron? Yes, I do. We do disbud our baby goats. But I have a proposition. I have something that I want you to think about. Why not get a goat that doesn't have horns? And so what I mean by that is a polled goat. And so I don't see any here handy, but we are making the movement to have all of our goats be naturally polled, naturally without horns. So that means there's two types of goats you could get: horned, which you see there, or polled, which means they do not have the gene that allows them to have horns. And so that's my recommendation is number one, it is a little bit more manageable to not have horns. It's much easier and nicer to work with. And then secondly, let that baby have let that baby be polled. So I do believe in no horns. It's much more easier to manage and work with an animal that's naturally polled. Makes it much more easier. So I hope that's helpful for you. And so once again, the question is, why disbud? Well, because it's a management. It's a little bit more manageable and easier to handle that animal without having horns. And if they do have horns when they're babies, disbud them. Is that the easiest thing and nicest thing to do to them? Well, that's for you to decide whether it fits in your program. We do disbud, but our first choice is to have polled. God bless. Thank you. Bye-bye.